All right, everybody, buckle up, because today we're going to take a deep dive into something pretty exciting.
Exciting and a little bit risky.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
A little bit controversial, even.
Though definitely some controversy brewing.
We're talking about Jaguar
With
and...
big electric ambitions.
Yeah, they're really going all in on this whole electric vehicle thing.
We've got some really interesting excerpts from a podcast script.
Yeah, it lays out all the details of, like, their rebranding strategy, their new concept car, and
Some of the backlash they're facing.
plenty of that. Yeah.
Do you think a legacy brand like Jaguar can really reinvent themselves for the electric age?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
And that's what we're going to try to unpack today.
So let's jump right in.
Sounds good.
One of the biggest things that jumped out at me was Jaguar's pledge to be fully electric by 2026.
Talk about a bold move.
It's such a tight timeline.
Yeah, it seems like they're really trying to make a statement.
Yeah, like, hey, we're serious about this.
Absolutely, and I think their concept car, the Type 00,
Yeah, what about that thing?
is really designed to make people take notice.
That thing is wild.
It's like nothing we've ever seen from Jaguar before.
Okay, so let's talk about the Type 00.
All right, let's break it down.
First of all, the design elements. This super elongated hood, the butterfly doors, it's just so futuristic.
Yeah, it screams next generation, doesn't it?
It does. And then you've got the color options. Miami pink and London blue.
They're not afraid of being bold, are they?
Those are some pretty out there choices for a luxury brand.
It's like they're trying to attract a whole new type of buyer.
Younger, maybe more adventurous.
Definitely. They're going for that wow factor.
Yeah. And then there's that whole new branding strategy, exuberant modernism.
It's a mouthful, isn't it?
It's
What do you think they're trying to convey with that?
it's a little bit hard to pin down, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely meant to be provocative. Maybe even a little polarizing.
Like they're not afraid to shake things up.
Exactly.
But can the car live up to the hype?
Well, that's the thing about hype. You gotta have the substance to back it up.
So let's get into the substance.
All right, let's talk specs.
430-mile range.
That's impressive for any car.
I mean, that's farther than a lot of gas-powered cars can go on a single tank.
That's the kind of range that could really tempt people to make the switch.
And then there's the charging time, 200 miles in just 15 minutes.
I mean, that's like stopping for a coffee break.
It really changes the game for road trips.
Yeah, range anxiety has always been one of the biggest barriers for electric vehicles, but if you can get that much range and charge that quickly, it starts to become a much more appealing option.
Absolutely. But this whole electric push hasn't been without its critics.
There's been some serious backlash.
Yeah, some people are calling the rebranding woke.
And they're questioning whether Jaguar is losing sight of its core values.
Like they're trying too hard to appeal to a younger audience.
And maybe alienating their traditional customer base.
It's a tough line to walk.
For sure, you don't want to alienate your loyal customers, but you also have to adapt to the changing market.
And speaking of the market, Elon Musk even weighed in with some skepticism.
Yeah, he couldn't resist, could he?
I mean, he's got skin in the game, right?
Oh, absolutely. He's leading the charge with Tesla, so he's definitely watching what the competition is doing.
So what do you make of his comments?
I think it reflects this broader debate about the future of the car industry. There are a lot of different opinions out there about what the right approach is, and only time will tell who comes out on top.
Jaguar's management, though, seems pretty confident in their strategy.
Rawdon Glover, their managing director, has been very vocal about it.
Yeah, he says this rebranding is essential if they want to compete in the electric vehicle market.
And he believes they can attract those younger buyers without sacrificing their luxury image.
But it's a risky move.
Oh, it's a huge gamble.
Especially considering they're planning to phase out gas engines entirely by 2030.
The Type 00 is just the beginning for them.
But with so many established players and startups already in the electric vehicle game, how can Jaguar really stand out?
That's the big question, isn't it?
And what makes them different?
I think they're going to have to leverage their heritage.
The reputation for performance and luxury.
Exactly. They need to convince buyers that they're not just jumping on the electric bandwagon, but that they're offering something truly unique.
So it seems like Jaguar's electric shift is ambitious, controversial, and full of potential, but it's definitely a gamble.
They're taking some big risks.
And it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
It'll be a fascinating case study for the entire industry.
All right, so to recap, Jaguar is going all in on electric.
They're shaking things up with a bold rebranding.
And they're hoping to make a splash with their impressive concept car.
But the future is still very uncertain.
So here's a final thought for you to consider.
As we watch Jaguar's journey unfold, Think about how their rebranding strategy might influence other legacy car companies.
Will we see more bold moves, more attempts to reinvent tradition?
It's a pivotal moment for the entire industry.
And that's what makes this whole deep dive so exciting.
We've given you the lay of the land, but now it's up to you to follow the story and see how it unfolds.
What do you think the future holds for Jaguar?
And for the electric vehicle market as a whole.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, and make sure to tune in next time for more explorations into the ever-changing world of technology and innovation.
Until next time.
See ya.
Bye!